In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Yo! What's happening, everybody? It's the season 11 finale. Would you believe it? 26 episodes. Don't seem like it, but we've been working. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is your man on the wall, Chris Fury. This is Blurred's Eye View. If this is your first time here, go back, watch the other 25 episodes as well. Have some fun. Check us out. Have a few laughs. Get some jokes in, and have a blast. What's going on, Christy? Everybody that's out there, that is your first time, as I said before, if this is your first time here, go show your love on the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Before we take off, let's get the fellas in here because the ladies ain't here yet. That's not a snide remark. They're just not here yet. They're fashionably late. That's just what it is. Let's get the engineer on board. What's going on?
What's happening? What's happening? I was gonna say the ladies are late. I said, the inmates run the asylum on the season finale. It's gonna be fun.
Look, this always they always get on me. But see, I keep it tight, so there it is. I'm fine. Look, Chrissy said, no.
They left us unsupervised. That's on them. This is what happens when you leave us unsupervised. We are going to play to our devices.
Lady Mandalore, like, I taught y'all better than this. behave. We got our man, the book, the man, Navy Montel.
What's going on? Yes, Headband Gang is in the hizzy. Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't get that memo.
Sir,
and even if I did, I don't own a headband because
it ain't too late. I'm telling you, it's more comfortable than a hat, and chicks dig it.
Yeah, you ain't lying about comfortable, man.
I got complimented today going to Wawa, and they said, "I like that." I said, "Right, you see that? Right, you see what that's all about? You know, the beard is the accessory."
You said the beard's the accessory.
The beard's the accessory.
Oh my god, man, fellas, what's going on?
Man, it has been a crazy week. Today was a blessing. I'm not gonna lie. I got all my copies of Spider-Boy #1, so I'm happy.
Okay.
Including the Scotty Young cover, which is oh my gosh.
That's a nice looking cover.
Yeah,
right?
That's a nice looking cover.
I just don't fuck up the story, Marvel, please. I'm giving y'all another chance.
It's Spider-Man. It's literally a Spider-Man story. You already know it's gonna be tragic.
He's literally a cross between a spider and a human being mutated. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on board with this. None of this. Oh, I got bitten. Oh my gosh. You walk on the ceiling when you wake up in the morning.
Oh no. The key for being any kind of spider person is not just having the spider bite you.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a trade-off. Like there's got to be there's some form of traumatic event that takes place that has to happen. Is the canon event. I'm just
You got.
I didn't make these rules.
You have to have the albatross around you. With great power comes great agony.
And great debt.
Yes.
Great debt.
Still, we need to talk to Aunt May about that debt that she left my guy.
Yo, she's running a brothel somewhere. I'm telling you.
Aunt May was running moonshine the wrong way.
You said she was drinking the product.
I said, "Man, was you drinking the moonshine? Because you ain't supposed to
hired
be
the Duke boys. That's what that is.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
How you gonna be negative and still be a criminal? Something ain't working out in this situation.
Like Uncle being somewhere, like, I died for this. Ain't my problem now.
It's not what I signed up for.
That house was paid for when I left.
Right?
How do you have 2 reverse mortgages on the same house?
Like, is the house even worth that much? What's wrong?
Somebody pegged it as that. It'll make a great spot for a church's chicken. That's for sure.
Oh man. As far as that Mephisto raised her ass back up, yeah.
I mean,
you got explaining to do.
Oh my God.
That's a hellified raise. That's all I'm saying.
It is predatory lending at its finest.
And I see Obi-Wan Kenobi in the lap over there.
Oh, he is good and knocked out now.
Fine Obi.
You know that kind of knocked out when your head is long to the side, but the rest of the body is like, we're not going down.
He's good. I mean, he was literally talking before this all started, and then he got quiet.
There she is, Lady Mandalorian.
There she is.
Oh my gosh.
She
the lady and her series.
She knows I won't. She knows we don't leave Doc until she's on board.
That's fair.
She's on mute on the last day.
We need to know what snacks to bring. So yes, we need her on board.
She's muted.
No, you know what it is? My computer continues to think that my mic is unplugged randomly. And yeah, I have no control over that. So hi.
Skynet stage 5.
Oh yeah, thank you, Elon.
Boo.
That's not Elon. I'm gonna put that straight on Mr. Apple himself, Mr. Jobs.
Yeah, that sounds like a Jobs problem, you know.
He say, I'm not even here. Yes, you're getting the same smoke.
You still getting it, my guy.
You're getting that same smoke.
You open the floodgates with your black turtleneck and no dandruff ass. How you have a black turtleneck, but yet not one speck of dandruff? You can't trust a man like that.
Money.
You said money. That ain't Head and Shoulders, baby. That's Vidal Sassoon or something.
That's a whole new scalp. Don't even worry about that.
Man, that Scotch mate was working though, wasn't it? Even oxygen wouldn't touch it.
Especially now.
What's going on, Lady Mandalore?
Hi, good evening, everybody. How are you?
Doing lovely. Looking at my Marvel Legends piece that I've yet to take out the box, and I don't think I want to.
Sir, you better extract it and bring it out to the light. What is wrong with you?
I mean, just
I've
one
had
time.
it for several.
You already took it out. Look at him already.
I've had her for several weeks.
Leave her in the box. Do not.
Yeah, I've had her for several weeks. It was the only one in the store, and I'm like, I went back the next day, and I'm like, it's either gonna be her. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be her or Commander Rogers. I'm like, fuck it, I got Cap.
Well, how is that a choice?
I was just like, nope,
I was going to say the same thing,
sir.
They were in the Walmart still in the same spot I left them in, and I'm like, and that was my cue.
that was a sign, especially Walmart's these days. You better pick it up now before it gets looted later.
Oh man. Yeah, so, you don't want to be like the Amazon driver that was up this way and they all jumped in and stole the stuff out of his truck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, they was like, they're not even waiting. What's up, Griot? They're not even waiting for him to hit the porch. It was like, no, he out the truck. Get it now. And I'm like,
damn.
That's the same way in Memphis. A FedEx truck got raided in traffic.
What part of town?
I think it was. I almost want to say damn near downtown.
In the ghetto.
If it's near Watkins, yeah, that joker. If that joker still had paint on it, someone was slacking.
In freaking traffic.
Yeah, I was watching the video because I have cousins live in Memphis, so he's sitting there snapping. He's literally watching it. He's 5 cars back, and they done broke into the back end of the trailer, and folks is just they done formed a damn near conga line moving stuff out.
I'm gonna tell you
That's
right now.
organized stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say, at least they were organized. You got to give it to where credit's due.
Man,
unlike the credit that Aunt May left Peter.
But you know, wow, you know that driver went in and gave in. He just literally gave his 2 weeks. He said, "You know what? I just saw some shit. I'm never want to be a part here. I'm good."
Or they got him his piece in the back somewhere.
Yeah, you right, Safari. Robbing season is in effect. It is.
We need to hit this now at this time, around this time, and have everybody ready. We don't want no mess ups. I will play the role of victim. Just walk away.
I got nothing to do with this. Y'all ain't finna have my ass on CNN.
Wow. No comment.
It's wild. It's wild.
It is.
So this is why everyone, I quote highly, this is why we need a Toys R Us, a physical Toys R Us back in stores.
Oh my God.
We do.
Do you know how fucking amazing that would be?
We got them in July.
We don't count those.
You
don't count those.
Macy's.
We don't count those.
Nah,
you know the one I'm talking about.
We don't count those.
I'm talking about the warehouse version.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the square footage. I'm talking about the 35,000 square feet.
Right. So we want a Toys R Us as big as Amazon. We're Amazon warehouse, right?
Right. Putting a toy store inside of Macy's like putting a toy store inside of Ultra Beauty. That's just annoying.
I think that is.
Yeah.
It fits for my Macy's. Mine is yeah.
Yeah.
I want the Toys R Us that when my wife is trying to find me, I'm nowhere where she can. I don't.
That's that. When we going to Toys R Us, you better say where you gonna be at, because I'm not gonna walk all this goddamn area trying to find you.
Like I told my wife, I said, look, the same way I lose you in Walmart, I can be lost in Toys R Us. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's only fair. It's only fair.
That's why I'm single, because when I go, I ain't gotta worry about no one following after me. Let's go. There's no time limit.
This way, the ones that were still up, she stopped walking in. She stopped coming in with it. She was just like, because the minute we walk in the door, it's exit stage left. It's just nothing. She's gonna be talking and then turn on. It's like Batman and Jim Gordon. It's just,
but you're right. Though. The experience of a Toys R Us store of just going everywhere. I mean, forget the video game section, but having all the Legos in one area, the action figures in another, and various other
action. You had the action figures in one area, the wrestling figures in one area. You had the collectibles in the other area. You had the video games at one station, Legos of all types in two different aisles.
Right. Common sense outside in the parking lot. Got it.
Damn right.
Lack thereof. Common sense is right there with my wallet. Gone.
There you go.
When I see those lines, they remind me of those midnight releases of video games used to have at GameStop. People would stand outside in the lines. I did that once. I did it for Diablo 3. I have mad respect for people to do it, but why do you do it?
We didn't have to worry about that.
I cheated the system. I did that for a book, Harry Potter's Deathly Hallows and Harry Potter 6. I forgot the other one, and I did it for Zelda. Zelda, I pre-ordered, so they got us to the front of the line.
Nice.
So I was okay with that. But for the books, I went at 1:00. So I was like, I'm not staying in nobody line from 10, 9, whatever. But I still got it at the midnight or right after midnight and still got my hands on it. So
you do get to a stage and in a certain age in your life where you're just like, yeah, that midnight shit is out the window.
I can say that, but the GameStop that we had, the GameStop that's over by us, they knew what they were doing. They worked food trucks. So you had, I mean, think about this. You had wings, pizzas, tacos. You could sit there, go to the line, get some food, come back, and wait it out. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Nobody else would have thought of that around here, because trust me, everybody.
That's a good idea.
You got snacks in your car? Hell no.
If I had a food truck, I would do that. They didn't have to call me. I would just know when to go.
I'm like, Korea tacos at midnight.
The simpler times.
Yes.
Where time consumption was not that much of an issue. Where Toys R Us had exactly what you needed when you needed it. No questions asked.
There was no such thing as the Eye of Sauron known as Amazon.
There was when Dragon Ball Z was really, really hot, and Broly was just coming on the scene. Talking about Christmas time, go to the store, and I see a guy like it was. I didn't even realize it was Black Friday. I didn't realize that because I was at work. So when I got off work, I just went to the store. So when I got off, it was like 3:00 in the afternoon. So when I go there, I'm like, damn, it's empty. Wait a minute. It's Friday. But I seen the guy. I seen the guy opening the box. And I said, what's in the box? He was like, Dragon Ball Z. I said, you got like one Broly in there, don't you? He was like, yep. I said, give him here.
How you not realize it was Black Friday?
I was at work. I had work That's when I had the weekend off, but I was working Monday through Friday. So, they was like, yeah, we're going to the store. And I'm like, I'll be at work. I don't care. Me and Black Friday, we're just like, they're getting y'all, right?
Don't remind me. I have to work on Black Friday.
The same deals you get New Year's.
Yeah.
I have to work on Black Friday. I'm hoping it's slow.
I gotta get this toaster. It's $2.
See, it's also Thanksgiving weekend, so people aren't going to be at work. So I'm hoping I can sit at my desk and watch Law and Order all day until I clock out.
When I did Radio Shack for a couple of years, especially when the iPod video came out, that little craze. Do you guys have the 40 gigabyte iPad video? No. And the kids just lose his mind. And I knew it's always those kids that that have those special parents that happen to call them by their first names. Yeah, I wanted a video. I'm sorry, Dylan. They didn't have that. Well, screw you, Deborah. I was like,
what?
I'm just like,
now the way he sounded, I don't know. He sounded like
that one time in my life.
Like Stuart from Mad TV.
Facts. I've seen that one time too.
Oh my God.
When you see some of these kids lose their minds talking to their parents the way they did, that let me know I was not cut out for retail because I'm ready to drop out parenting. I was ready to bring him back. I ain't gonna lie.
Man. Who's ready for a little bit of news?
Kira is.
The hands are raised. Let's get into it. Talk about flying under the radar. 3 Stacks is back, baby. Who would have thought it? Now, before everybody gets all up in uproar, Andre 3000 is dropping a new album this Friday. Lord, you're talking about under the radar. He's been playing. He's what I like to call the Bard of hip hop. That's what he is. There he is. There it is.
Agreed.
He's the Bard of hip hop because if you've been paying attention to what Andre 3000 from Outkast has been doing, he's actually been traveling the world playing the flute and just doing all types, just being Andre. And
this man been doing side quests.
Had this been anybody else, he's been doing side quests. Had this been anybody else, we would have been like, "What is wrong with this dude?" But it's 3000. This we talking about the same cat that wore football pads and fuzzy pants,
and made it look fashionable because no one else was going to touch that.
Right.
So the new album is called New Blue Sun. It's no bars. He's like, there's no bars on the album. He said it started out as a rap album, but ended up not being the rap album. Tafari,
I think I showed up for the right part of the conversation. Continue.
Oh, there you go. Nerd.
I've never met a bigger Outkast fan than myself. Then here it is. Here comes Tafari.
I've been waiting since 2006. This is the last thing we got. If you count Class of 3000.
Well, I mean, why if he's not dropping bars on some, like doing some kind of appearance on somebody's album, which is just like leave them wanting more. If that was a person, it's him. But it's just him playing his flute, playing songs with the flute with some of the longest names for titles.
Are we talking Prince level titles? Where they're just
more.
Longer.
Longer. Whole sentences.
It just not even
like anime titles.
Short stories. Short stories.
Short stories.
I'm not kidding.
No,
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, damn near.
I mean, you gonna be creative. He said, I started out doing raps, and this is how we got here. I was like, cool.
Like, look, he said, I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's just an example.
Yeah.
That boy ain't even want to make no goddamn rap album. He was happy with that flute for what, 10 years plus?
Hey, he went traveling the world like
we
traveling the world with a flute.
It's 3,000.
He gave Killer Mike and Kanye some features every now and then.
It does.
Yeah,
what's up, G Black? It does. Yeah, his track list, but it's 3,000, and we gonna be in there getting it anyway. Because
he said there's no lyrics, but I guarantee he's speaking on one of them.
He came back from
He's gonna be speaking on one.
He came back from Japan and wrote a track list in haikus. Like,
see,
yo, that video they show, I'm like, is that 3 Stacks in Japan? What anime did I?
And they knew exactly who he was. Just
and he was just. That's when the whole bard of hip hop started up. It was like,
man, popped like a wild Pokemon, just like he just there. They just kept moving.
You have to admit, he is one of
hand like he just gave a side quest off to somebody.
He is one of the smartest artists out here because he still has an impact. But that man flies high enough that you notice he's there, but low enough he doesn't bring a lot of attention, and he cruises. But when he pops up, he makes an impact in every single thing he does. And I wish a lot of artists would take hint from that, because some of these bullshit artists, y'all need to shut the hell up.
He's even stated that, like, you know, a lot of artists, it's not a longevity. For certain artists, it can be longevity. You know, Jay-Z can still drop something. You know, Nas can still drop something, still continues to do so, and it's still relevant. But even 3,000 is like, there are certain artists, like these artists you're seeing now. I guarantee you, give it 5 years. Give it 5, if that.
Busta Rhymes has always said it best. He said, "You had your spotlight, but you didn't know when to bow out gracefully." I was like, and he was talking to a certain rapper at the time.
That's Corey's laughing.
I saw the pinky.
I saw the pinky. Whatever it is.
Even Bow Wow was saying people got to work on their stage presence, and people laugh, but look at that
arena. They're not wrong. These jokers, they don't have any stamina when it comes to creating everything. It all sounds the same.
But that's because they don't create their own stuff. They're constant. I implore you to look at who's writing for these people. If it's not a ghostwriter, it's somebody else entirely.
I was about to say, how much you want better chat GPT or whatever that shit is? Okay, before we knew about it, he was writing for the rap.
The ghostwriter has dyslexia. That's
whoa.
I've seen performances on stage, and I'm just like,
how much I pay for this?
I've seen Beyonce pregnant on stage and give a much better performance.
Listen, you probably
we all saw her fall on stage and do a better performance.
We've seen Rihanna do the same. So therefore,
thank you for coming. I gotta go hide from the Beehive now.
He said,
Russell
that's
Simmons,
right,
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. God bless and good night.
G Black says the problem is no one is writing it all. That's true.
It's bad.
Well, like 3 Stacks said, there's a lack of artistry. There's a lack of creativity. I mean, this man went on the Kanye track. It was better than Kanye at his own song, and Kanye refused to release it.
What up, fam?
I'm not putting that on there. Like, I'm not putting that on there. I'm like, why?
It's just like. I mean, it's crazy that, you know, everybody's like, but it's a flute. But I said, yeah, we're all going to listen to it though.
Everybody's gonna listen to it. At least one time to see what it's about.
And be entertained.
When he said he played it at Tyler the Creator's house, and Tyler the Creator was like, yeah, I collect these travel suitcases, and was trying to figure out what I was trying to do with it. Only for him, it's like, I'm hearing this song, and I'm like, I figured it out. This man is still making shit happen.
This man is inspiring other people. Just like I said, this man is literally old boy from Kung Fu Legend Continues. He literally has the flute on his back. He's just missing the hat.
That and the gourd that you drink out of.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Just goes
A
around.
goat skin satchel of wine or ale or something.
I include sex.
I come here, and then you turn around once again. Jim Gordon and Batman. You just like, where did he go?
I never said thank you.
Oh my god! The Video Game Music Awards have just put up their nominees, and there's a couple people that's what's going on. It's a couple people that's mad about the situation.
About time you showed up.
A whole crew.
Gang's all here.
What up, though?
There he is.
It's a couple people that's a little upset about some of the nominations, which is kind of funny.
Sniper Wolf, is she upset? Man, F her.
Oh man. So
long story. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you.
So
Navy, don't even start that one.
No, I'm just sorry, but yo, I've been watching that story for a minute.
The moment he says Sniper Wolf,
here are just some of the nominees for most anticipated game: Final Fantasy Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8.
Those are most anticipated.
Really?
Yes.
I've been curious about Hades. I've seen the first one played. It looked interesting, but all the other
Star
ones.
Wars Outlaws is Star Wars Outlaws so favorite.
There's some hype around Hades.
That one I get. I don't know any, like, Final Fantasy is always on something. So I guess, but whatever.
Hey, some of us have waited for that game. I know it's not. I know it's not a fan favorite.
I get it.
They're really about to stretch a 3 CD game into 9, and I'm going to shamefully buy every collector's edition.
Exactly. Me too.
Y'all are
Me too.
Nah, once you play 7, I'm not interested in anything else. Sorry.
Y'all are wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's all 16 now. Navy, you not trying to play nothing after 7?
No.
Oh.
Pause.
And said what he said.
Like those, I heard are classics. The 15 or 16, that's a classic.
Yeah. So it's 7. So no.
Damn.
So for best adaptation, they have, let's bring it up: Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Super Mario Brothers the movie, and Twisted Metal, which was the, you know what? I'm don't let me hold you.
Castlevania.
I forgot all about it.
For best adaptation,
it was a video game.
Oh yeah, Transylvania Nocturne. That's that series on Netflix. Also.
Yes.
Oh yes, that thing is fire.
Yes.
I got The Last of Us winning.
I will say this. I don't think enough people went to go see it. That Gran Turismo movie was not bad at all. It was actually good.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything bad.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
It just befell what a lot of movies befell this season. It was a strike, and like this was, I think it was right before the strike, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it wasn't.
People
wasn't trying to see that movie.
It was in summer, so I would say about maybe 2 months before the strike happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It wasn't heavily pushed. I mean, nobody's really expecting much for something like that. You know, we've seen it with Need for Speed, and it was another one, Speed Racer. Like anything like that is trying to get adaptation is really hard to. How do you build from that? You know,
right?
Like with The Last of Us, you have something to build on. You have the story.
Oh, they HBO got
a adaptable story at that.
Yeah, exactly. Castlevania Nocturne. You have the story.
That deserves to win. Like I love The Last of Us is good, but ain't nobody.
Nocturne.
It wasn't expected. Nobody was looking for that at all. That wasn't coming up in my profile.
If Mario wins, the check cleared.
There you go.
It wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad.
Those are 3 heavy hitters. Mario, Castlevania has everyone in a chokehold right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Last of Us had us hooked every week, and we knew what was going to happen.
Absolutely.
And then Gran Turismo and the other one happened. So.
And then they'll come out with another Kingdom Hearts, and everyone will lose their mind on that one too.
That would be funny if one either Gran Turismo or Twisted Metal win, and I don't know.
Twisted Metal was okay, but I'm like, you're going for.
I like that Samoa Joe was in Twisted Metal as Sweet Tooth. That nobody saw that coming. He did an amazing job of that.
Oh
yeah. Twisted Metal wins.
Okay, thank you.
I wasn't watching that.
If Twisted Metal wins, Anthony Mackie knows where some bodies are buried.
Yeah. I didn't hear great things about it.
So for best multiplayer, they have Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4,
Gonna win.
Party Animal, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Sorry, all I heard was Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm
Baldur's
looking,
Gate,
at Baldur's Gate, to be honest with you.
The bear humping game. Congratulations.
Oh no! Humping is far too tame for that.
I'm saying Street Fighter. It's gonna be Street Fighter.
It'll do more than humping.
So for sports, they have EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport. Yeah, actually, it's not even on here. Shocking.
It's like racing game.
Yeah, it's 3 racing games and 4 racing games and a soccer game.
The soccer game wins.
Fuck the soccer game.
FIFA's undefeated.
FIFA forever.
Yeah, because it's F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and the Crew Motorfest. It's gonna be
another Hot Wheels game. Are you serious?
Give it the Hot Wheels just because.
Yeah,
Something I need to buy for my daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best multiplayer. That's what I just did. Yeah.
None of them. How about that?
They also have for best sports and racing. Did that one best sim and strategy game? They have Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pinkman 4.
Couldn't tell you.
Nope, that ain't for me. Sorry.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
came from the Command and Conquer.
I'll probably say Advance Wars because that was like a very big game for the Game Boy Advance era, and this was like a remake of it.
Nope,
So
no Madden. No Madden. Shocked, aren't you, Bam? He said no Madden. No Madden. No Madden.
No Madden. Yeah, no Madden.
Madden was
No Madden.
buggy. Madden had
But
a buggy
that
year.
on 2K.
Man.
Whatever.
For best family play, you have Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pinkman 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
What is Mario Wonder?
I've never played that one.
I'm so glad you said that.
It's brand new.
I never heard.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder is basically Super Mario Brothers 2 with a boost. You can turn into an elephant. Everything else, pretty much Super Mario Brothers 2.
So in other words, Super Mario Wonder is you look at Mario and you wonder what the hell they're doing with him this time.
Pretty much.
Doing the same shit.
Best fighting game for head-to-head combat: God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6.
His face. She was her face is my avatar because what?
It's Mario on
What?
Not gonna lie, I would probably lean more towards Mortal Kombat 1.
That's
between that one and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, because all it is Smash Brothers, just with Nickelodeon.
I go with the heavy hitters. I go with MK1 versus Street Fighter 6.
It's fair. It's fair.
You have Tommy Pickles against Cat Dog. Oh, I want to see that matchup.
Vicious.
So for best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. I'm shocked Starfield even made it on there. But anyway,
just continue Baldur's Sweet.
Yeah.
Pinky Doll.
Best action adventure. Now this is there's some heavy hitters in this one. Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Now that's a respectable list. Okay.
There's some effort put into that list.
Yeah.
you
fighting this list.
And they're okay to be in the category.
That's a word for
it. If you're splitting
effort.
hairs, it's going to become between Spider-Man and Zelda.
I don't know.
That's Star Wars. Don't sleep on that Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor sounds pretty good.
I would get like this. Resident Evil 4 is a remake, so that's pretty much out. Alan Wake 2 has actually got a small crowd. Marvel Spider-Man and Legend of Zelda are still the most played ones out there.
But I heard Alan Wake is really, really good, though.
Oh, it is.
But it's a niche game.
Are we going on quality or are we going on fan favorite?
I think it's
if you're going fan favorites, that's what I'm saying. If you're going down to fan favorites, to me, it's 2.
Oh, to me, honestly, to me, it's 1. But,
Best action game: Armored Core: Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2.
Armored Core was one of my favorites coming up. I'm kind of curious about that one.
Armored Core 6 was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I feel like Cyberpunk might get 8. I don't know how many categories it's in. I feel like it might get 1 just because it brought a lot of the Jet Set Radio fans out of hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk 77?
Yeah.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is what it's called.
Oh, Cyberpunk. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII for best playable game on a mobile devices. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. As long as it's not Mortal Kombat 1.
Star Rail
It's not mobile.
Yeah, Star Rail has my entire workplace in a chokehold right now.
I was gonna say Monster Hunter for me, but
let me go ahead and look up these games now.
There you go. What you say, Lady Man? Are you looking them up?
I'm gonna just look up these games.
Frozen, damn it.
Okay.
Well, if it makes you feel back here, you'll be able to play Resident Evil 4 on the iPhone soon.
No, I will not.
What?
I would never do that to that
Oh,
game.
no.
What? Why would you do that?
So
That's the best thing Kingdom Hearts game on a phone. Like what?
I would not. Yo, get out my face. Stop playing them up. Just stop. Just stop.
For best community support, you have Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, and No Man's Sky.
Baldur's Gate.
For best community support.
Baldur's Gate.
No Man's Sky came out.
It's going to be between. I was going to say between Baldur's Gate and Destiny 2.
When No Man's Sky came out, when it first came out, it had such potential, but they
abandoned it.
They didn't come prepared, but then they had to fix it, put everything in it, and it's actually really decent now.
So I mean, if that's the case, then go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so for game for outstanding development, ongoing content, so that's continually going. You got Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. Fuck.
I'm so glad I didn't hear Genshin Impact the first time. I'm so sick of that damn game.
Yo, it's too much.
Genshin is fun.
I guess.
I never got into it. What is the big deal or the bad deal?
I don't know.
The fandoms, everybody I know plays it. Like, you're playing Genshin Impact. Why do you look like a virgin right now? What is wrong with you? Don't talk.
Virgins don't play that game.
You didn't go to Anime NYC last year.
There's that. Best audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4.
For some reason, I would pick Resident Evil 4 just because you feel the breath on your fucking neck when you're playing that game.
It's the tension.
Yeah,
it's the damn tension.
It's the environment that you just, what the hell's going to happen next?
I mean, yeah, I agree with Kira on that one. I think Resident Evil 4 is going to take it.
Best score: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I was about to say
Legend of Zelda.
I was waiting for it.
Nintendo don't lose the musical battle.
I want to say it, but I don't know I forget who the composer was for Legend of Zelda, but he decided to say, you know what, if this is gonna be my tombstone, I'm gonna make this my end game.
It was Andre 3000.
Shut up.
That was the preview to the album.
Like you.
It could be. I mean, this category either goes to the right person or the wrong person every year, because I still can't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 lost to fucking Death Stranding.
I can't.
What?
Yeah, it did.
For best score, best music.
I mean, look. If you look at let me see from
Kingdom Hearts has a lot of problems, but that is not one of them. That's crazy.
So from best score, best art direction, best narrative, best game direction, game of the year. It's the same 4 or 5 games. It's Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Marvel Spider-Man, Resident Evil 4, Legend of Zelda.
Rest in peace, Hogwarts.
They're just. It's going to be a battle.
you know.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
and that's in game of the year. In game of the year. Game of the year.
When are the video game awards premiered?
December 7th. Yep.
Oh.
Right after PAX Unplugged. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be trailers all over the place.
They're gonna.
Oh shoot, I can't go. I can't watch it that day. Oh, fucking shit. All right, it's fine. Sorry, I got a prior engagement. I forgot I committed to helping someone with something, and I can't get out of it. So
that doesn't sound like
that wasn't vague at all. Just
he said that wasn't vague at all.
Like
yeah.
You gotta take care of.
What game?
Let's just say the white suit's gonna have to come back out again.
Oh.
Wait, you say that like that's an assassin type job. The way he said it, was like,
are we going Gus from Breaking Bad? You about to go?
I shall not tell a lie, and I won't tell the truth either.
Some lady happy.
I wish that was the case. Nice try.
My Navy's gonna walk up in a white suit. He's gonna be all Walter White energy. We're done when I say we're done.
He said, "You are simply bad product."
Oh my God.
Did they have a mobile game category this year?
Somebody call
Somebody targeting Rob right now. It's Rob.
Yes, next.
That was next door. It was next door. I
got nothing valuable in there.
You said for a mobile game?
Did they have a mobile game category?
They did. Let me pull it back. Best mobile game. Yeah, they had the best mobile, and that was
Candy Crush.
Final Fantasy, Hello Kitty, Honkai, Star Rail, and Monster Hunter now, and Terra Neo.
So we're not gonna put Marvel Snap in this, you bastards. Okay, fuck all y'all.
Will, how dare you try to summon Candy Crush? It finally got put to bed.
And don't have battle or legends.
No, it ain't. It just got changed to something other confection. It went from candies to cookies.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna be breaking down 2 movies and talking about our favorite moments from this past season. We'll be right back.
We're back. All right.
Hi.
All right. I was gonna try to get away.
How this one happened?
To me, my blurs. Blurred's Eye View is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blurred's Eye View for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blurs across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blurred mystery box company. Hey, we are back. Let's get everybody switched around here.
Yay! I mean, cool.
All right, here we go. Loki season 2 premiered and left people happy. Question is, was it a perfect landing? We're doing a roundtable on this one. Because look, the questions that were asked, Tom Hiddleston himself was on Jimmy Fallon, and he actually stated that things do come full circle, which is a very playful way of saying that things do have a way of coming around. Tafari, let's start with you.
Glorious purpose, baby. Glorious purpose.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy and sad at the same time. I hope he comes back. You know what I will say? Are we doing the spoiler part now or no?
Yeah, we're doing the spoiler part now.
Do it now.
Wish.
Here. So for those who haven't seen it, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
I couldn't
Do it now. Come on.
No, I couldn't tell if his time slipping was only reduced to
Hi,
just
Mr.
where he's been. Because I was just like, I wish he would have maybe gone back to say bye to his mom and brother, and then gone.
Yeah. The only way I see something possibly happening, not with his mother, but later on with his brother, to kind of give that saying Thor seeing Loki and saying he finally came around, like he's doing good. He's doing
and that was my thing, because Thor did that with his mom. He time traveled. She knew what he was doing. It was like, you've grown up now. Okay, bye. I have to go.
I have to meet my purpose. That's Tracy. That's Tracy calling in again. Who is that?
Kevin Feige, have I said too much? that was really weird timing. That was really weird.
But yeah, that was my thing. Maybe not Thor, but the fact that like Thor time traveled and saw his mom, I would have liked to see Loki get his you've grown up speech before he goes, and she's like, gotta go die. Okay, bye.
I don't think it's the last time we're seeing him. I think it's just,
I don't think so either.
The show is done. That's it.
We're
fine with the show ending how it did. It's a perfect bookender. It's good. But I don't think it's the last time we're seeing him. We're going to see him.
Yeah, I mean, before he made his big sacrifice, I don't think he would have done. It's just I remember the old Loki. His sinful event was I just wanted to see my brother.
Yeah,
but
his purposes for doing things on the outside were always not so much altruistic, but very sinister, like very selfish in certain ways. So
Loki went from one of the this is the same Loki who in Avengers was ripping out eyeballs and was like getting all of New York killed. So to see him get here is,
but
it's been a journey.
You ever heard what we said about long-term booking? Remember the last words he said to Thor at the end of Infinity War? He says, he said, the next time I see you, the sun will shine upon us again. So I'm like, it kind of made me think about that whole thing about when he said, I've been burdened with glorious purpose, and we got to the end. And then I just caught myself watching Infinity War, and before Thanos kills him, he says, when I see you, the sun will shine on us again. And I'm like, if this is not a lead up to something else, and this is long-term booking on Marvel's part, which I can see that, we will see Loki again in some form or fashion.
Yeah,
I don't think this is the last we'll see of him. I'd like the ending. I'm curious to see what comes after this.
Yeah, I agree. It's not going to be the last we see him.
Yeah,
but they're not going to overuse him neither.
No,
okay,
because it loses its like just one more time.
Its effectiveness starts getting dulled.
We don't need to see him in a bunch of stuff. Just one more time, make it mean something.
Like one comedian said today, we don't need to see Loki Pop-Tarts.
No. Lucky Charms, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind. That box.
I'm looking at commercial.
If we get them, it'll be for like a brief moment or like a brief last ditch save everybody moment or something.
I have standards. No.
Like I feel like if we see Loki again, it'll be briefly, and it'll be like when the Watcher stepped in Ultimate Alliance. It's like, y'all were gonna die. I had no choice. Okay, that's all I can do. Hey, bye. Get out.
Oh man, Lady Mandalorian, what do you got?
This is the best landing of a plane that they've done since Endgame.
Agreed.
That is the best work that they've done. Now, to make a couple points on young Tafarai's statement.
Here we go.
Loki cannot say goodbye.
Let her cook.
I'm just saying, Loki cannot say goodbye to his brother. the brother that Loki knows made the ultimate sacrifice for all of his people right in front of him. That is the most he redeemed himself type of way to go out that you can do. He doesn't need to go say goodbye to his brother. That Loki did what he needed to do. That was their send off.
Can you see him seeing Thor from afar? And
I don't think there will be. I don't know if it can make.
I mean, in a sense of, let's just say whatever they have planned, because we already know things are a little bit jumbled right now. But let's their next major event, which is obviously going to be in 2 films, that almost that Carol Danvers Hail Mary moment, like he pops up, he's not physically there, but he allows things to move in a certain way to say, you know, I get to see him one last time, not physically be in his face, but to at least see him.
I hope they don't cheapen that. I hope they give them like a real moment, but not enough. Something where it's short. It's not enough time for them to have a whole discussion. Like, how did you get here? What are you doing? How come you're in this particular place? But just something where they like a moment see each other and they're like, okay, you are okay.
Like a moment, and this is just me talking something out there, like in a final battle moment.
Spartan, I'm
like in a final battle. Like a final battle, like a final battle moment. Let's just say this is the end of Thor. Let's just say that, and then the sun is shining, and Loki pops up, and it's like it kind of came to fruition. The sun is shining on them again. That type of thing.
But would it mean the same? Because I feel like we're mixing the 2 Lokis together.
Right.
This Loki stopped at Avengers 1, right? So all that character development that him and Thor went through, this Loki doesn't have. So when you see from this point of view, it's gonna feel like something from Thor's point of view, yes, but I'm not too sure it's gonna feel the same for Loki.
Loki's, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, when we think about it from that perspective, I don't know if I want it to be like this whole bro moment. You know what I mean? It might be something that we see more from Thor's point of view, and from Loki's, it's just like, that's that nigga Thor over there. You know what I mean?
It'll be like, I always knew that you were destined to be great. I'm glad I can see you. That's from Thor's perspective. From Loki's perspective, but from
Thor's perspective, I think he's right.
No,
it might mean the same, just different.
Holy shit! What is this? You've done a complete 180. Oh my god! I'm glad you're okay, and leave it at that. Like they don't need to have a hug my brother having
physical
1,000 years
thing.
moment.
The way you can branch that, incursion.
Now there's talks of that already. We've seen that in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We already know.
Think of it that way. Think of the fact that Loki would have to send Thor somewhere during an incursion event. Thor is thrown all the way off, and Loki pretty much does a no time to explain moment, and literally just says the one line that he remembers as he literally sends him where he needs to go.
You mean like a Red Skull moment? I'm still mad we never got a Red Skull moment. I'm still mad about that. I still need that.
That would mess Thor up if you think about it. Loki's alive and he's a tree. It would mess him up for a second.
Or
it's like
he's the fabric of space and time. Literally.
He's a god.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing.
He is rooted in the universe.
That's the other
This
thing.
all happened because Hulk hates stairs.
This did happen because Hulk hates stairs. It's a domino effect. Navy, what do you think?
Spot on. One of the best creations that Marvel has come out with in a while as far as deliberate storytelling. They didn't overshoot the mark. They weren't trying to highly glorify. Everybody had a place. Everybody had a spotlight. You felt for every character, even the ones you didn't particularly care for. Everybody had a personality. And that's, to me, is one of the things that I'm always afraid that Marvel will stray away from in their pursuit to come up out with more content, more created material. But this was a Loki that I vibed with because you saw that tension, you saw that unsurety, you saw him finding a bigger purpose other than wanting to be the most powerful and being the most evil. And I can actually see that moment. And when Kira and Lainey mentioned that about seeing each other off in the distance, it reminds me of the cowboy movies when one gunfighter sees one in the distance and they don't approach each other, they just tip their hat and they move in whatever direction they're going. And that says volumes. And I can see that happening. And it would be so great. But again, Marvel, don't be such a motherfucking hurry. Just continue to move forward. No, Kira,
it's great storytelling.
It is. And it's been long overdue.
Great storytelling. And I remember reading an article where I think it was one of the writers was saying that we wanted to do something that was completely separate from outside the realm of things. And they did that. I mean, I think sometimes it has to be that way where it's just enough. Like even the ending, when they address the whole, we know what's going on with Jonathan Majors. We're not sure proof positive what's going to happen with the Kane character or anything dealing with Jonathan Majors going forward. However, what they've placed in Loki is a perfect example of saying it was a thing. They noticed him in the 616 adjacent. They're quoting Ant-Man in Quantumanium, but they got it handled. So it's saying, okay, the threat can still be out there, but we're not going to put the focus there because now they're not being noticed.
Agreed.
Suck it, Miguel. Earth 199.
Miguel got it. Miguel is like, I can't figure it out. You were never supposed. You're not even a real Spider-Man.
I'm sure that spider tree is just like all over the fucking place right now.
Oh man. So Lainey, what were your thoughts?
First of all, I damn near binged the whole series this weekend.
It's the best
I told you, I was like, I couldn't do it, and I was like, I finally was able to do it. I thought, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like it first started very slow. It was kind of hard for me to get into. There were several times I had to start and restart those first 2 episodes because, like I said, it just was hard to get into. But once you got into it, I was really pleased at the end. It was really shocking to me because I was like, I didn't think he was going to make that big sacrifice. I honestly thought that Sophie was dead. I thought he was going to kill her. And I would have been okay with it too because I'm like, you're actually seeing the bigger picture. And even though you love this character, you love this person, you also see that this needs to happen in order for reality to happen. So I actually thought that they were going to kill her. And I was pleasantly surprised when they didn't. And I was like, oh, okay. This Loki is making the ultimate sacrifice. And then like when his horn started to grow, I instantly thought of classic Loki from back in season 1. I was like, okay. That was a full circle moment. Someone talked about full circle moment this early in this conversation. So I was like, I do agree. I think that once the ball started rolling, the story was definitely good. I will go and say, to me, as far as the shows, as far as the Disney Plus shows, this was as good to me as WandaVision. I thoroughly WandaVision storytelling and thought that they also had a very full circle moment. And the way that they would unravel these characters was the same as the way that they unraveled these characters in Loki too. But again, it's to see Loki's trajectory and thinking about how this Loki was from Avengers 1 till now.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
He's walked the hero's path.
Yeah, and that's
his path of redemption. His path of redemption.
Exactly, but it also reminds me of like character arcs like Charisma Carpenter in Buffy and Angel. You know what I'm saying? Like those about bases of people that were crazy,
the least expected, the
like,
least expected people.
Yep.
I gotta say, and to piggyback off that, I agree. It's up there with WandaVision and Moon Knight. Those Those three shows.
Moon Knight, spot on. Yeah,
it's just like whatever y'all did, y'all need to keep doing this. This is good. This is good. You know, not rushing it. Even what if is fun, but in the terms of how they're telling these true character breakdowns, like WandaVision is literally stages of grief.
Yes.
That's what that is. Moon Knight is dealing with trauma of the past
and mental health.
And mental health.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Oh man, and here we are with Loki dealing with redemption. You know, and literally speaking your life into existence. Yeah, you were burdened with glorious purpose. All right, my guy. You were just thinking of the wrong purpose.
Wrong prong.
Cinematic Assassin. What did you think?
Here we go.
Foremost, I want to address the scene when he's ascending the staircase. It's absolutely beautiful. It was an amazing marriage of both the visual and the audio, because there's damn near like no dialogue or anything happening there. It's just the sounds of him grasping the timelines and like shooting life back into them, and that slow ascent up the step. It was so beautiful and moving, and like it just reminded me like why I'm such like a audio nerd. Like I was like, yo, this like so much is happening with so little being said. I was like, this storytelling, this is masterful.
I'm not gonna lie. Those last 10-15 minutes, I was literally like, I found myself with my mouth open because I'm just like, this is good.
That was me, and they kept cutting to black. I'm like, please don't roll credits on that.
Do you now understand what my face was about when I left y'all? Not left y'all, but came back.
You left us.
Kira zoned out a couple times, and then she was like, I'm sorry, what? It was like,
your whole face went straight zombie that night. You were like,
dude, I was like, y'all had me sit through 5 hours of this show, and it didn't mean shit. You goddamn.
That was my thing, man. Like I would have, if I'm a time slip. I'm sorry, Kang. I would have to kill Kang myself at least like 5 good times. I studied for the SAT for how many centuries, and this shit was unnecessary.
Pretty much. This man got a whole engineering degree.
Go ahead, Assassin.
Man just acted his ass off, but yeah, he would have to see me a couple times.
Go ahead, Assassin. Finish up.
I guess my second point, since Kira brought up, Thursday's show, I feel as though there's someone on this illustrious panel that told you Negroes it starts tonight.
Oh God!
I did not debate it.
We didn't disagree with you.
I told you.
And anything dealing with time travel, and if you're a comic book nerd like the majority of us here, we know that okay, things is going to happen. Like they have to happen, right?
They better.
Let me consult with my iPod here really quick. Hold on.
Consult with the iPod. But yeah, it is. I will continuously say that the score from Loki season 1 and 2 is probably one of the most powerful scores I've heard from the entire Marvel Disney Plus line. It's strong. It sticks with you. It's just there. And that moment, like Will is talking about, that moment when it's no dialogue, and he's like, you see the struggle, you see him but he's still pushing through it. The complete transformation, and as I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, another dope ass transformation. Yes. I was like, if they're gonna give us anything, they're gonna give us some dope transformations. And I'm like, I'm feeling the suit is half Power Rangers black, half like ninja style Power Rangers. Is just like, I like that look though. It looks flowy.
Tokusatsu and Loki. Wow.
Yeah, right.
What?
It is. It's just it is, and it. Lady Mandalore said it. It's the landing we really were looking forward to. Like, we were looking forward to a great landing. We weren't expecting a great landing like that.
They stuck it. They really stuck it.
And it just like,
and shout out to Jonathan Majors for doing technically two roles. I'm gonna give him his due, and he deserves it because the man did that. Both
he
of those
did it. He
roles
did his shit. He did his shit.
Look, Marvel, if y'all are moving away from Kang, Secret Wars will be watched on a secret website that's illegal. I'm just putting that out there now.
This scene here,
that face right there, it stuck with me long after it was over. I said that man has seen some things, and he's still saying some things, and he is settled in his.
That man saw some things on the timeline he can't repeat.
He can hear. So now does this?
Was he slightly getting older as he was walking the loom? Yeah. I don't know if anybody saw like the other Avengers cartoon they did a couple years back where they fought Ultron and they all had to basically overpower an Infinity Stone, and they threw not Hulk. They threw Thor at the Time Stone because they're like, you don't die, you get better with age. Yeah, and then, it's like that's kind of what I thought of. I'm like, okay, his horns are growing. He's just getting better and older with every step, to where he can handle being the God Tree.
Not being Asgardian and still take that on. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, now it becomes there's the debate. The only debate that's really going on with this now is he God Loki or is he God of stories? Here's the thing: is he both?
I'm thinking he's both.
He's got to be,
because I mean he's in and.
I don't like that title. Like I don't.
God Loki or
God of stories. God of stories. He's not the God of stories. He's the person that holds everything together. Absolutely. But he's not making new stories. He's not deleting.
It's not a Nazi or anything.
He's weaving it all together to create, to let the branches do whatever it is that they want to do.
Free will.
They're kind of mixing Norse mythology just a little bit. They're basically making him Mimir.
Yeah.
But
and I think that's probably why they're going with God Loki, because it is stated that he created, which is a beautiful visual. On top of that is the it's not Yazgirl, the actual world tree, but because of his history, that's what he appears that way, and it's a beautiful visual because it's just like he rebuilt the timelines, and allowed this tree form so they can live free will.
He didn't become Idris. He didn't become Idrisil. Every universe has one. He just shaped it after his own. So I wonder.
I'm not gonna lie. I really wish for a world serpent. I was kind of hoping for a world serpent.
I was gonna say. I wonder if
that story
or anywhere there.
Exactly, Obi.
I'm sure he's got a world serpent somewhere. And it is.
Yeah, why are we talking about my ex-wife though?
Oh, Jesus. Ending on Loki season 2, scale 1 to 10. Start with the ladies. Lady Mandalore. What you say? Rio says 9. I think it's 9. I only because all
I meant 8.5 actually.
Okay, 8.5. Okay,
8 and a knuckle.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 too. I gotta
It is. It's a rewatch factor. It's definitely.
I think I'm gonna give it a 9. I actually think I'm gonna give it a 9. I don't have any complaints about the story. Was it slow a little bit? Yes. Did it make everything made sense? There wasn't a hole left anywhere. Was there some stuff that they could have taken out? Absolutely. But those complaints are worth, to me, 1 point.
Lady, you say 8.5.
I enjoyed it. It is so funny because I remember when you guys were talking shit about Miss Minutes. I'm like, oh, now I see what y'all talking about.
No. It was like, can we trust her? It was like, can we trust her? I'm like, oh, we gotta wait and see.
Or at least a quarter of an episode with just them two.
Facts.
Oh my God. That was.
I want to see the origin between the two of them. Her and Kang.
Between her and Renslayer?
No.
I'm
saying.
And we still got that. We still got that angle.
I don't think my soul's ready for that.
That's
Honestly,
true.
I'm not ready.
She's technically at the end of time, and there's a pyramid off in the distance. That's Rama Tut. That's another Kang variant.
Yep.
She was the original Ultron. She was built to play chess and became something else.
That part.
That part. Assassin, what do you think? What's your score?
You're muted, boo boo.
He's muted.
Doggone it.
Pass around.
It's cool because I said something really inappropriate anyway.
Now you gotta say it. Don't do that.
I'm so proud of you.
I said Miss Minutes wanted to become a fleshlight.
Yeah, that was.
But
he's not wrong.
I mean, we're gonna go out. If we're going out with a bang this season.
He's not wrong.
Father, this is your humble servant speaking.
She's gonna be that wand off of Amazon. I'm telling you what, boy.
So, dear Father Kang, please forgive us for the sins that we have committed.
I actually really like that graphic.
We do not what he would say. We do not what he would say.
And they asked for it, Lord. Don't forget that part. They asked. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. It's a 10. It's a 10 because they had every opportunity for it not to end as strong as it did, and it's like I said, there's so many ways it could have not landed, and they still landed it beautifully. That's why I'm going with a 10.
Yeah. Navy.
I'm honestly going to say a 10, and I'm going to piggyback off of what Will said, because you have these Marvel series and their movies that come out and they hit the runway and they just turn into a ball of fire and wreckage, but people still say they're good. But this one, not only did it land, it made you want to see what's happening after it takes off again, even if they don't do another series. I enjoyed it. Pacing, storytelling, characters. From beginning, I was wrapped up because I'm a big mystery guy. And the mystery started from the beginning. So now I'm invested. Okay, who, what, why, where, when, and how? What's going on? So for me, I give it a 10. And I definitely want to watch it again.
Tafari.
I go 9.5. I feel like we started off a little slow in the second episode, and then things kind of picked up. Like the character development. I like that he got this much character development, but I'm kind of sad it's not from a Endgame Loki, because that's really the one who went through a lot. But you have to remember, this one just watched his life die on a TV screen. But at the end of the day, making that big sacrifice, Jonathan Majors playing Timely, then Kang impersonating Timely. So everybody was on their P's and Q's. So 9.5 for me.
Spartan.
I'm gonna go with a 10. Again, it was a story that had a beginning, a middle, and a very satisfying end. That doesn't need any more. It's probably, like, I agree with everybody else, probably one of the better Marvel series so far that we've seen, and that the fact that we're not asking for more and we're satisfied from it, that speaks volumes right there.
Yes, I'm gonna say the same. 10. It was a team effort too. Seeing Jonathan Majors, and he says, "How many times have we had this conversation?" I'm like, "You motherfucker!"
It was Loki turning into the one meme on Twitter. Fight back, nigga! Why do you do
He literally, I mean, he was like, that's what he did. He was just like, I was wondering when you was gonna say something, you know. Like,
the whole time he's like, "You
the
thought
whole time."
He just goes, so. Figured it out then, huh?
Yo, I would have launched myself across that fucking desk real quick.
It would have been a Chappelle Show Dylon choke. Like, how many centuries of engineering?
But can you really get mad at when he's there and says, "Oh, I was wondering you figure it out"? I mean, it is a little bit dick
I
move.
can get mad at him.
That's where yeeting would have come into play. You'd see that would have been a definition of yeeting right there. It's like yeet, and it goes just the show.
And he did it twice in that episode. He did it twice. He was just like, "Oh, the loom, that's a fail safe." I'm like, what?
He's like, you can't account for infinity. I'm like, you would have figured. Oh, Victor didn't figure it out yet. Oh,
bless your heart.
It was him making fun of his own stutter. How was Victor?
I'm like, you bastard. So
between Sylvie and Kraven the Hunter, if you've played Spider-Man, Marvel's got this weird obsession with just everyone getting shanked lately. So
I'm telling you.
Can we not do Kraven the Hunter? I'm not looking forward to that.
I mean, hey,
what you talking about, Navy? Nobody's talking about that. What you mean?
I'd rather they do Alpha Flight. Fuck it. If you're gonna
they
do
follow
it,
the new Spider-Man game, he just needs a shank and some pocket sand, and apparently he just clears all of New York.
Sony will always be that overachieving middle child that wants attention.
Yeah.
Wow.
Loki, if you have that branch in your hand, let it go.
So we're moving on to we've all seen the Marvels. Once again, for those who have not seen it, spoiler alert.
One of us has not seen it.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhem, please recuse yourself.
There we go.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I still want to be a part of this. Let's go.
Okay. So
Navy's
a brave man.
I got a solo movie date on Friday. Let's go. I don't care. I'm gonna eat nuggets and fries while I'm watching the movie. Let's go.
So,
Bama, this is your last chance.
The Marvels premiered this past Thursday to scathing reviews from incels and haters alike, and misogynists and
basement virgins and all the
incels, all of that. They kind of fall under the same thing, bastards. Anyway, however, and this is my personal experience from just seeing quotes on or a lot of talk on social media. There's a lot of people who actually enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. My wife enjoyed it. My granddaughter enjoyed it. Her friend enjoyed it. People in the theater, our theater was packed. Enjoyed it. A lot of people who's on social media, a lot of them enjoyed it. However, it seems like when the ones who say they enjoyed it, it's within those comment sections. There's always a person, and I said, you know what? I'm curious now. Let me do my theory diligence here and figure out who these people are. Each person I clicked on, to no surprise of my own, they had almost no posts, no followers, almost little to no followers, some random picture, and then the other ones were like these very lame writers. Even Stephen King, who stated, I don't go to Marvel movies, I don't care for that version, that genre much, but what is there to gloat about? So even he was siding with the right and saying, hey, this, you don't gloat about the failure. Who does that help? You know, this whole talk about this woke agenda. First, I'll find out what the word woke means, because it's not what you think. There was no woke agenda in here.
Like, stop repeating shit that you don't actively care about.
Right.
You have no idea what that word means, just like y'all don't know. Anyway, let me go ahead.
Get him.
Oh, for those
Kira's face is activated.
I'm getting ready to let her take the pistols out. You just don't know.
Ayo.
We're not gonna do the hate. We're not doing the hate.
I'm not gonna have y'all be talking like about stuff that y'all don't understand. Stop trying to talk about a movie that y'all have absolutely no interest in. Women need to be represented in this field. Multiple cultures have been represented in this movie, and we liked it. We liked it.
We liked that part.
You know, sorry, Chris, go off. So I got it.
I was gonna say, go ahead. Go ahead,
a resounding collective in this group. Love this movie. This is a fun, action-packed, and it's short. It's not even long. It's not even long. It's like what 88 minutes.
Still complain about that.
Yeah, when it was by the time we got to the final battle, I was like, damn, I didn't think we was gonna get here this fast.
Yeah.
But they
It
got
didn't
to it.
deserve to be that short. It did not deserve to be that short.
They got
Shut
to
up,
it.
Will.
I was looking for what I went in looking for, I got out of it. I was looking for that reunion between Carol and Monica, and I got it. And they resolved their issues. I was looking for Iman Vellani.
Oh, she came up in spades.
Man, it's scene stealer.
I love seeing her perform this more because number one, she's us. She's us all day. She nerds out. She's nerding out around Carol. She's just and she's a writer for Marvel. Ha! And guess what she's writing? Miss Marvel. So yeah. So bite it. Tiana Paris.
Lord.
My goodness, that woman.
I never thought I would see
Man.
Yeah. When she put
I
the
hear
suit
nothing
on
but
today.
Thomas Dolby in my head. She
First
blinded
off-
me with science.
First off, it's a great looking suit.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, it's a great look. Shout out to Kaish Black, one of the
Thank you.
cosplayers.
I was gonna
She
say,
actually
please
has
mention my girl.
she was over. She went to the London premiere, Lucky Dog, and got to see this movie.
Damn.
But Tiana Paris wears this suit,
Very much so.
and I mean that in so many different terms.
I really did not understand that they literally had to sew these people into the suits. There is no way to get out. I want to die just thinking about being into something
the way she
for hours.
The way she was moving it, it looks like it's comfortable. Not gonna lie, it looked because she had the boots. The boots was given. The suit was given. She
I don't
gave
care.
pose. I'm like, hey,
I mean, all I heard was skin tight.
That,
but she looked good doing it. Hair.
I got to pee at some point. That's all I'm saying. I have to get out.
I feel like you haven't watched fashion shows because they do that shit all the time.
But they take it off in like 10 minutes. It's gone. It's on. It's off. It's gone. No, they in there for
That's
hours.
training. That's training and experience.
That's training, though, I would say.
So here's the thing: all the hate that I've been hearing was about the movie. It was never about the women themselves, which is a good thing. You know, they were shading it, but they never once came for Tiana Paris. They never once came for Iman Vellani.
Because the backup
That's a whole other battle you are not ready for.
See, that's how you get jacked up in a Popeyes and ain't got nothing to do with no damn sandwich.
So
I mean, like I said in the chat, you thought Beyonce and Britney had backup. Go after those two. You will come up missing.
But there were some great action scenes in here. Really good action scenes.
Yeah.
The opening fucking scene is amazing.
I remember you put that in chat. I was like, okay. And I was like, oh.
No, bitch. I was for real. It wasn't a joke.
Not an overstatement at
in the
all.
movie for nothing. No.
This was fun. And the fact that when they're fighting, Kamala's parents, her whole family dynamic, always fun.
Yeah,
strangely calm about the entire thing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep.
And they go hard for this too, man.
At least they fought back.
About to jump out the way for nothing. Mom Duke was about to take one to the chest for Pops. Nah.
Yeah, she was getting ready. She was gonna take it for him. I'm like, yo, what is? Damn.
Right.
Kind of reminds you of Jaime's family in Blue Beetle, huh?
Yes. That.
Abuela has seen some things.
Abuela. Oh my god.
My parents just because I got the download that comes with the movie. My parents just watched Blue Beetle. They said that Nana is now their favorite character.
Nana's a lot of people's favorite character. Okay.
So the whole time Miss Marvel is the switch up and everything else. Seeing Nick Fury for the first time, and then him and Monica come down. She's like, Did I get in? The whole battle from that point, and when Carol takes off to go after Kamala because they haven't handled this whole switch yet. And she was like, I haven't worked on that yet. I haven't mastered it. And he yells, Black girl magic. And she takes the fuck off.
So we have now figured out the trigger word for all Black women.
It worked.
I mean, it's
already been. Okay.
It's technically a reference to her powers because it did come from a magical hex.
Yeah, all of it. And
I realize now all the angry shit on Obi, all the angry stuff on Twitter is just black quotes taken out of context. Because like 90% of the stuff where it's like, oh, this is a real line from the movie. I'm like, but when Samuel said it, it was done hilariously. Like,
and
even
we
when
got
it.
Exactly. You in it. If you don't know, shut the fuck up, because we got it.
And then when they crashed, it's just Carol.
Yeah, that was the petty part. That was like, wait a second. So the crash landed, and people.
He was like, "Oh, it's Carol." I was like, "She can handle it. She can handle it."
Yeah, no.
But
did he like dye his beard between this and Secret Wars? Or
he got some biogen, and you know he got it together. You know, he found himself after Secret Invasion. He atoned for his sins, so to speak. Got his wife, went back up. I've always wondered, like, I know they're doing this peace treaty thing, right? This kind of peace treaty tour, and she's kind of like the ambassador to kind of lead that for the Skrulls. So I'm like, for a minute there, I was wondering, I'm like, where the hell is his wife? What? And then I had to think about it. I'm like, you know what? She's probably
off world.
Yeah, like she's not going to be on site with him if she's doing peace treaty, because let's face it, he's going to keep most people that he loves the most distant enough, because I didn't see her at all.
That was my
wait. No, she tried to kill him.
They made up. They made up.
Matter of fact, they kissed. You don't remember that?
They
It was the last scene in Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. They go back to Saber together.
Okay. Yeah, you remember that scene where he said there and said, "I don't know if we should get divorced or we should renew our vows," because they both didn't shoot each other.
Yeah. And then he's like, you know, now that I can't want to say Davros, but Talos. Now that Talos. Now that he's dead, they need someone to kind of help broker this peace treaty, and she ended up taking on the gig. So that's when I realized, I'm like, you know what? She's probably doing her quote unquote UN tour, not on Earth, of course, but doing her thing.
Intergalactic tour.
Yeah, her intergalactic tour. So it was fair enough to kind of watch that unfold. But yeah, when they're crashing to Earth, and he has the flirting scene, for one, is hilarious. We got like 29 of these things on. We got 29 of these things.
30.
30. It was 30 of them. You count Goose. 30 on board. He was like, I got a plan.
I mean, it was ingenious, but
it was the most ingenious ass think on your feet plan.
That's true.
If that wasn't the most multiples, I'm sorry. It was like Pet Cemetery in reverse. Like, just let the flirkin take you. No.
Let the flirt.
The fact that Kamala's mom was just like, there is something wrong with that cat. He's a bit chubby.
What are you feeding him? He's getting too fat.
Little pudgy.
Little pudgy, right? But they're once again, this is one of those films. This is basically what real fans are looking for. Having fun with the movie. Not all of them have to be the serious. We've dealt with the trauma. Infinity War and Endgame. We've dealt with trauma. We've got enough trauma. WandaVision, Moon Knight. We've dealt with the trauma. Let's turn it around now. You know, Ms. Marvel was the start of that. You know, we've dealt with enough trauma. Let's kind of have some fun. Let's get back into it. I will admit that Darvin was not so much a character, a memorable character
at all.
But I didn't really care.
She was rocking that grill though. I'll give her that.
Oh, they could have made her memorable though.
Yeah,
she was kind of
especially because they set it up for Captain Marvel to be the villain. Like you actually had a character that had a reason to be pissed.
Yeah,
and actually do the things that she was doing. So I was like,
she's seen the narrative from her.
Really one dimensional.
Yeah.
She's seen that narrative. I will say that she's seen Captain Marvel's narrative from a different angle. Because what Carol did, we know why she did what she did. They lied to her. They pretty much kidnapped her and brainwashed her and all this other stuff. So of course she was going to go back and do revenge. And that's another thing I appreciate, that you got to see Carol's story.
Yeah. But you also kind of saw the hero become the villain.
I agree, but I wish we would have seen a little bit more even of that.
A little more.
I don't remember any of what happened in those quick scenes that they showed.
No, when they showed it again, she actually said, she admits that, I did that. That's why she kept saying,
the flashbacks had me thinking, like, did I miss something from the first movie?
We needed to see that. That wasn't
the scene was so quick when it would happen because I guess they wanted to, keep the movie short. It wasn't giving that whole long backstory of Darvin and watching her. That's my point. My point is that we needed to have the story fleshed out more. There was no reason for them to cut that short.
Even the flashback of what she did, like, it was
really quick. Blinking,
it was like that, and I'm just like, when did the MCP from Tron show up? Like,
right, like, when did she make this trip? Was that the trip that she took to leave the kid behind, or was that the trip she took when they were at the end of Endgame? Like,
apparently she did this like right after the first movie. So these people have been suffering from
for 30 years. They did say that
our entire MCU until now. But I give, this is what I gotta give before we get into like the negatives. I gotta give credit to Nia DaCosta because you was handed a lot and you made it work. You took it. I didn't really care. I didn't really like Captain Marvel, like, as a character, because she just kind of showed up and was so stoic all the time.
But then you see kind of why now.
Yeah, and then I didn't really care much. I didn't care for Carol Danvers either, because we only met her for one film.
So,
and you managed to make me care about both and give me a reason as to why they acted like that.
Yeah. So far, when you say that she was so stoic, are you talking about the character Danvers? Or are you talking about Brie Larson?
I'm talking about I'm talking about just like the character herself. Like,
oh, okay. Because for me, Brie Larson acts with her eyes, and that's it. And when I mean acts with her eyes, it's not a good thing. Everything.
You know what's messed up? I watched her in Community. I saw her in Community before I watched Captain Marvel, and she was good in that.
Really? Well, I mean, she's got an Academy Award, so somewhere she has given up.
It's not her. It's not her. It's not her.
Direction.
Also, apparently, Endgame was shot first, and then they shot Captain Marvel. So when people were like, she seems deader in the second movie, it's because she worked on that before she did her own thing.
It's not like she was in the whole entire Endgame. She was in like
she was a Hail Mary.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, Captain Marvel, when it's time to blow stuff up or do something cool, all right, I'm not really checking for her. But now that I know like why she acts, now that we've been given a reason for her everything as Carol and Marvel, I like her a bit more now.
But I think it's so weird how Marvel took a character like Carol Danvers, who was not Captain Marvel, she was Ms. Marvel in the comics. We made her Captain Marvel. Why? Don't know any reason why, but we completely took a character and just genderficated and just changed it around. I mind you, I'm still. I
think they did most of that. And if it's anything like, I'm thinking in terms of Ant-Man, right? Hank Pym was more popular during when the male Captain Marvel was walking around, right?
Right.
And we know what happened to Captain Marvel. That guy, we know what happened. And he didn't die in battle. He died from cancer, and and everything else. But a lot of the millennials now and the people, the audiences that you're trying to reach now, those characters aren't around. Well,
I hate that word.
Hank is kind of around. Right.
So my Captain Marvel is from the comics. What I got introduced to her was from Civil War 2. That's the Captain Marvel that I know. That's the Captain Marvel that I see up on that screen. I don't see the original Miss Marvel that's up there. And the reason why they can't say Miss Marvel is because they already had a Miss Marvel in the works. They're not trying to go to the 1950s section of Marvel. They're trying to bring everybody that's current into that. So that's two reasons why you can't have Ms. Marvel versus Miss Marvel. He doesn't, and also to Lainey's point about the difference in their portrayal. You had the Russo brothers who know their shit, and better writers who knew their shit, and then you had people at Disney mixing the pot and hitting notes about what women need to see and what they're going to gravitate towards, and you're not giving off strength. Bree, that's not how you've got to be more stoic and military. No, that's what you got.
We got the Russo brothers, and then we have miscellaneous.
Right. No, take that back. We have the Russo brothers, then we have guy that directed Black Panther.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
because look how they did that Army of Women, which was fine. And women of color gravitated towards them, and that was fine.
Yep.
You know, and then you do have the one, like, I will admit that the scene in Endgame, while cool to a certain aspect, were you pushing, like, it was fine to have Carol face off with Thanos and basically stare him down, and he punching. He's like, nah, that shit ain't happening. I like that scene. I like that, you know. And then, you know, but it seemed the A-Force seemed a little forced.
Little?
I mean, it was cool to see all of them, but it just seemed forced.
I like it.
It seemed like a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
We gotta throw some girl shit in here because that's what's coming next.
Chicks dig it.
I felt like it would have been better received as just another scene had it not followed Captain Marvel and the reception it got. Because as somebody who played Ultimate Alliance, when you made an all-female team, you had the femme fatale. So that's what that made me think of.
Yeah.
And then I saw some people trashing, and I'm like, it wasn't even that long.
I think it's the way you're delivering it.
Yeah,
it's not a problem having it. It's just the way you're delivering.
You pretty much sat there and went, "Hey, here's A-Force." Applause.
You know, when you then on the other hand, you have the door.
People that read the comics.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, you have the Dora Milaje. Them like, yeah, fine, fierce, you know, and funny to a degree, but stoic in a different manner.
Very much so.
You know, so what you see in this film, I don't get the forced. I get the camaraderie. I get the buildup. I get the fact that I'm sitting in a theater and Carol did come back to Earth and seen Maria when Maria was fighting cancer for the second time, and she said, "Go out there and do what you're supposed to do. I will beat this." And they're like sisters. They're like sisters, and she goes off to do that. She trusts that she can do this again. She doesn't know that the world is going to go to shit. Maria's going to die and people's going to get blipped. Now she's like, what the fuck? Who says she didn't come back?
Right.
Like, who said she didn't? Who said she didn't come back and was sitting with Maria in her final moments?
The Skrulls.
You know, well, the Skrulls, they're just like, we mad at Fury and Carol Danvers right now. But
I would say the only payoff from Secret Invasion was like seeing the other colony that was mentioned for like a sentence.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they even mentioned them, so good on you.
So when we're in the train car and we are suddenly reminded that Fury is segregation years old, and he's like, you know, everybody who didn't want to go with so and so's colony came here, which apparently was like a majority. That was the other colony, and thank you, Rock Stars, because I forgot.
So it's given what they have in the time frame that they have, I think they did well. Thank you.
The phone timing tonight have been on point.
That is the second fight warning. The third one.
Wait, that's the clip right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the base is real. That's right.
Fury hits the mark again.
Like assassins already, I'm telling you.
So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy seeing them getting their power sets together. And they're like I don't want to, it's no other way to put it, but training montage, which is funny in itself, but it's cute and I liked it. And I'm like, it's not overdone. It's bop, 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 bop. It's hitting your beats. It's bop, 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 bop. It's not
in the world together.
Yeah. And seeing Tiana Paris double Dutch.
That was dope, actually.
It was.
I ain't gonna lie. That was so dope and so unexpected. Like I personally like that part.
Yeah.
Quit touching.
Well, I know I'm gonna enjoy it on Friday then. So hey.
I mean, anytime Tiana Paris is on screen, it's enjoyable anyway.
I like that Nick got to relax this film. It was just a comedic relief.
Yeah. When they're crashing and he has Kamala's parents with her and they're praying Allah and everything else, he was like, "You praying?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, keep going." Amen. Just
you sound just like him.
There's a clip right there.
Shout out to Uncle Nick.
Touch this glowing light. Why? I could tell he was talking to Carol, but looking at Monica like, why the fuck would you touch that?
He was like, from now on, no more touching glowing shit.
Nick Fury is me at work. Quit touching shit.
That was such a black man moment.
It was
right, because I could tell she was like, "Yeah, we touch at the same time." Like he's talking to her, but he's yelling at her wherever she's at.
But it is. It's one of these things. It's just one of these films that you really need to go see. If you're so worried, and I'm not talking to the incels because that's not even a cause to go into. That's something else. They gonna be mad. That ain't fair.
They can't touch vag, so yeah, they're always gonna be mad.
Yeah, where's the ding at? I wait for it later.
There's no ding. Fine.
There's no ding. However, if you're one of these fans who's just a little worried, don't be. Go see this film. Have fun. You're not looking for. There's no agenda to talk about. It's just a fun film. Watching these characters balance out, and for the love of God, Aman Vellani. If you've watched Ms. Marvel at all, have fun with that character,
right?
Because, like I said, she's all of us. Like she's.
Really
I will quit school. She's like, no, don't do that. And it shows that Carol is actually good with kids. She was like, she even apologized for kind of barking at her earlier. She apologized for that. She was like, "I'm sorry."
That's the part where I'm like, okay, we're giving her all the growth this movie. Because I mean, she apologized for barking, not for flying into space and then leaving her to almost die. I was kind of shocked on that part.
Yeah, so she apologizes for that. She looks at she's talking to Monica. She's seeing Monica as Lieutenant Trouble. She still sees her as this little girl because. Their narratives of how things happened are a little different.
That's Captain Rambo to you.
Yeah, Monica is like, no, you said you were coming back. But here's the thing, I did come back, but I can't tell you that because that was between me and your mother, but she can't tell her that.
Is that what that was about? She wasn't supposed to tell us.
She wasn't supposed to say anything.
I was like, why did you not mention you came back during the blip? Unless
because that's just gonna make it worse. Like, like, no, this is not the thing to talk about at that point. She was just like, you were supposed to come back. She said, I'll be right back before you think about it. And she never came back. In Monica's eyes, Carol came back.
Yeah.
She came back to visit her sister or, her friend, her confidant. She came back to see about her. She knew she was sick. She came back. Monica wasn't there for that.
And Tony's funeral.
Tony's funeral. So she couldn't say, hey, I actually came back, but with all this BS that's going on. I'm like, I'm getting pulled in several different directions. Your mother's death, dealing with all this, a freaking universe of people that I can help protect, and people calling me an annihilator, and just it's a lot of weight. So it's one of them situations where it was just like, well, and we see this in families. It's that family dynamic. Like, well, maybe you overthought it on both ends.
Yeah,
and that caused that whole bang. It was like, yeah, we didn't get it, and now we're seeing it, and they made up for that. They really made up for that, and she was really she was stunned when Monica got to talking science.
Yes, reluctant Zorro.
I unless we're gonna run long, which I'm fine with. We need to get to that mid-credit scene. So I'm just.
Let's talk about the mid-credit scene.
Bitch.
First off.
I'm not like one note. Her and Valkyrie.
It's official. We got a Disney prisoner, so let's get that out. So it's official.
Yes, she is.
Damn. Oh, damn.
I loved it.
I wasn't expecting a singing world or her and Valkyrie to be besties. That was
Okay. So,
I mean, some people are shipping them.
The whole Bollywood production.
okay.
That was a thing.
Did anyone see the new South Park special?
No, the Pandaverse.
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
Yeah.
It's they're making fun of Disney, and that's literally their solution to every movie.
make them gay. I was surprised South Park got away with that one.
I was both so confused. It raised so many questions in 30 seconds. I'm like, when did y'all two even speak? She rode a horse in front of you and stabbed an alien. That was the most I saw. So these scrolls get home, and it's just everyone else is just. It's just Wabbit season for them, I guess.
Not Wabbit
I hate
season.
you.
Not Wabbit season.
So let's talk about so the ending scene. Darbin gets a hold of both gauntlets, which turns out to be the quantum gauntlets. Which I'm like, oh, that's how they're bringing in the quantum gauntlets. Okay, for those who don't know who Quasar is, go look it up.
Yeah, I mean. Sorry, had a moment.
And they did it, and she is too much for her. That's too much power. She cannot handle that, and she basically goes the way of Ronan the Accuser. She gets vaporized. Yeah. However, Carol and Kamala imbue Monica with more light energy, so she can close basically the rip in time.
Yeah.
And she has to close it from the other side. And I'm not gonna lie, but that she gave a look that I was just like, I shouldn't be feeling like this right here. This naughty. Right, Obi, right. See, look, I must be hitting the marks tonight. But she wakes up in a bed, like after they do the whole thing, and Kamala's parents move into Maria's old house and everything else. Because Carol's not going to be using it. And they go and they show where Monica's at. Monica wakes up in a hospital bed. And she sees her mother. And she has and like, I'm sitting in the theater like, hold on, what the fuck? Did they come and get her?
Yo.
Because we never seen her die.
Right.
We just, last we seen she was sick. And now she wakes up. She's next to her mother, and she lets out a way. I'm like, oh God, no.
I fucking felt that.
I was just like, are you gonna be a dick again? Because every time we see you, you're not nice unless you have cancer.
Right.
I still don't understand how she was not nice in the other movie.
She was nice.
The entire Illuminati was terrible in the.
Oh, that was a different Monica.
Oh,
she wasn't mean.
I'm talking about all of her between the one we know, the one we've met, and then this one. Every other one is like, I ain't got kids, nor do I know you. Like, you try to say hi to one of your cousins on the street, they just mug you. That's her mom. Like every universe.
But one of those, but the doctor you hear first off, you hear Kelsey Grammer. Yeah, and then you see fucking Beast.
Hell yeah.
And people was like, the CGI. I said, fuck the CGI. He's doing great. He's doing Kramer right now.
That's literally telling someone to shut their bitch ass up and just watch.
Hey, YouTube.
I'm like, because it still looked good. It still looked good.
It's still good though.
I'm like, if you can do CGI right, then you do it right. And which, by the way, in this film, they actually did it right.
They did a good damn job. They did a good damn job.
And let's take a look at that again, because damn, if that's not
literally everything.
That's X-Men 1997.
Yes. Please say it.
Yes.
Please say
what
it.
I'm looking for. Okay.
The ripcord has been pulled.
My wife looked at me and the guy sitting next to me, total stranger. I was like, get the fuck out of here. We're both applauding. Like, everybody's in the thing applauding. My wife's like, what the fuck? I'm like, they're here. They're fucking here.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Everybody was on call for that part.
Friday is going to be amazing. That's all I gotta say.
It was
amazing.
The scene, or you pretending you're seeing it for the first time?
No, he's seeing it for the first time.
Dude, no.
I will be.
What we show is like anything we show is still image. You good?
It means nothing. It means nothing.
That's why spoilers mean nothing to me, because until I see it and get my own perspective on it, people are kind of talking about the movie, so it's fine.
So you got to see binary, and you got to see binary.
That was the other piece. When Maria stands up and walks by, which is the scene everybody was seeing in trailers, they just couldn't make out who it was. It was binary.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking binary.
And if you don't know who binary is, it was another version of Captain Marvel who just had amped up powers.
And we got binary. Who's portraying her.
In the comics, binary joined the X-Men because she was sick of the Avengers at that time.
She was
and here's another little piece of sweet free. Yep. Roy just said it. He just said it. He just said it. Check the bracelets out.
Yep. You
check
see
the
it.
damn bracelets out.
Damn gauntlets.
It's the gauntlets.
Yep.
Monica will not be stuck.
So does that mean that we might even get X-Men versus Avengers?
I would say
please. I've been saying this. I've been saying this.
Stop.
That's what we need to fucking see.
Not yet.
Relax.
Not yet.
Everybody.
I'm not talking about
never relax. You hear me?
I'm not talking about
behind me.
But what y'all are saying about this character and her backstory, it could as a downline thing.
We still got Wade.
Okay, and that'll be 3. When they don't fuck up that, then I'm gonna let them live a little bit longer. But today, I'm still iffy.
Well, here's the thing. Let me ease your pain on that one. So first off, when it comes to Deadpool, people were worried about would it be rated R. 1, yes, it's still going to be rated R.
Yeah.
2, Disney already told them we're not even touching it.
Who said?
Who said that? They stated that. They're not putting they said you just have more money to do stuff. Because mind you, first Deadpool, they had no budget.
Right.
They had no budget. Fox gave them the budget for the second one because Fox wouldn't even put it out. It took Ryan Reynolds to leak.
Thank you to whoever leaked the first Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds trailer.
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is the ultimate internet troll.
I know he did. He don't care. Well, what they gonna do?
What they gonna do? Exactly. What they gonna do? He's like, oh, we shot this test footage and y'all won't release it. Fine.
Whoops.
I'll do it myself. And play like I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
You take my mid-mobile money.
All around, it is not the same Logan from Days of Future Past. Oh, wait, I might be wrong.
It could be.
I might be wrong. Hold on.
That's what people are thinking is we are getting
I'll be right back.
Post Days of Future Past ending X-Men. We're at least getting comic accurate costumes. So I'll take that.
So if we're getting this version of Hank,
then we gotta be post Weapon X.
Then it's gotta be that version of Logan we're getting. Because that's the comic actor. That's the 97, that's the books.
And he is wearing the like the black X-Force suit pants too, if you look closely.
Yeah, it's like an amalgamation, but it's still that color scheme.
Yeah,
still that look.
I feel like he's got the little bands around his legs and everything, so he's wearing some kind of X-Men outfit.
And if there's any way to if anybody's gonna, tie it in the most comical way, it would be Wade. I just give it to him.
if that's the X-Men we're getting, though.
I mean the long story short, after 2 movies, I finally got all the X-Men. After 2 movies, I finally could see you. It's like someone took their head out of ass and thought, Disney.
They're already fighting in front of the Fox logo anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I was very excited for this film. I'm glad of what I came out with it. If you haven't seen it, you're going to enjoy it. I'm not saying that just as a fan. I'm saying that when you want to go in and just have some fun. And really, between Loki and Marvels, I personally think they had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Great showings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this, we know there's that rhetoric of, oh, it's woke, oh, it's this and it's that. It's none of that. It's none of that. We know what that is. You'd be blind to think that you don't, but go see it. If you feel like it's not even superhero fatigue, that's another.
Oh, they're definitely saying that though.
Yeah, that's another key word they keep trying to use.
I feel like I don't think that it's fatigue, and I don't think it's people tired of woke movies, whatever you want to phrase, however you want to phrase that. I think people are broke. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think people would rather just not go to the movies anymore. Like there's
a lot of factors that play with it. They're broke. They're not keeping. They're broke. They're not keeping films in the theaters long anymore, especially because of the strike. Then there's the strike. I don't want to hear about the fatigue. We have 11 Fast and the Furious. It will be 11, probably 12. Fast and the Furious. I can't tell you how many Martin Scorsese gangster movies they got. I don't want to hear about fatigue.
I stopped at 2 Fast and Furious.
Mission Impossible got us coming back for another one.
Yeah, that second half. So there's no. I don't think there's fatigue.
Even since COVID, though, there's a good chunk of people who are just like, let me know when it's home on streaming.
Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna say.
So when you have something that stays in, when you have something that doesn't get the full 90 to 120 day run, you only get a 45-day run. Of course, people are going to wait.
Yep.
The options are gone at that point. They're just like, well, why wait when I can just wait till I get paid or go to a matinee, or by the time we get a free moment, it's on streaming. So I'm not saying take it away from streaming. I'm saying
wait.
Maybe you should put your movie runs back to where they used to be. If you're so much worried about making money, you shot yourself in the foot on that one.
I can't tell you. I've been checking the last few days because I live in New York. And I've been looking at the movie runs, and I've been looking at how crowded the movie theaters are. Let me tell you how crowded it was today before 6 p.m. on a Tuesday, where it's $5 Tuesday in my neighborhood. Damn near packed. Yeah. Damn near packed. And this coming week, they have started taking them out of the theater. There aren't as many showings in the theater that I'm at. And that's one of the major ones in the neighborhood. So
a lot of people are starting to take advantage of that.
Yeah. So when you have streaming that's available to people doing that, and then you say, let's shorten the run, let's see what we can do on streaming. All you're doing is making people wait.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you, studios. You're in the wrong. From what I heard, there's not a lot of promo for the movie being pushed out.
Nope.
You may not have had the stars out there, but you could have had billboards up.
It's been word of mouth. It's been people posting reviews or even reacts on YouTube and on TikTok. We've already seen a grassroots effort to advertise.
We've already seen 2 movies this year that should have been doing much better. And Blue Beetle is the other one. This is one.
Yeah.
Both of them with young stars entering a cinematic universe that'll be around for a while.
Yeah, right. You can't gauge it off of course people are going to go see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Why not? You have a different dynamic. You're targeting a different audience.
Yeah.
And it's mostly kids.
And it was good. The first one was good. You have
you have an Oscar-winning movie on your hands. So of course you gotta follow suit. So now you have that. So the fact that it's not, and I have to scale it back. You can't do quantity anymore. You have to do quality.
You have to take
your time. This is one of those movies where they actually took their time.
People are getting excited about going to the movie theater again. They're not as enthusiastic about staying at home unless they have to, because they want to get out. They can get out now. I've been looking forward to going to the movie theater for the longest time, and when I started going back, I felt like I was in my place again. That there's something about that.
It's kind of a break away from kind of reality, I guess.
Exactly, because your reality was home for a freaking year. Trust me, you start you start counting
get out
pock marks in your walls and shit. Like, no, it's time to go.
So yeah, go see it this weekend. Go during a matinee. Go see it next Tuesday because I think there's a lot of theaters even here in Cleveland. They have like a cheaper time on Tuesdays.
$5 days in cinema. No, the Marcus when I was used to, I think does like college discount days because most of the MCU for us was on Thursdays because they didn't want everybody out like drunk and partying coming from the theater on Friday.
Right,
at 275.
Just go. So go see it.
Yeah,
dispel the rumors. Go have fun. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. If you've heard and you've seen it, and you've already seen it, and you've seen it. I've seen the people in the comment section, so that obviously means they've seen it. Have fun. Go see it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it again because
I already seen it twice.
Yeah, it's just it's a good film.
I might take my siblings.
It's just one of those films where you don't have to think too much. You really
you can just sit back and enjoy. Yeah.
Sit back and enjoy
right.
it.
Exactly.
You really sit back and enjoy it.
Kamala Khan is to this team what Spider-Man was to Civil War.
Pretty much.
Yes.
I will say they could have done the rollout a little bit better because had you given me Miss Marvel and then this, it would have kind of felt like a better lead up. Like we haven't had a show followed by the movie it does since Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
they
real hard.
They were doing. They knew what they were doing.
And then this is gonna sound terrible, but given some of the things happening in real life this year, viewership probably would have gone up a bit.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. So go see Miss Marvel, go have fun, or go see the Marvels. It might as well be Miss Marvel and the Marvels.
Can I use the name? Is that okay for like copyright purposes?
So go see it, have some fun. We're gonna wrap it up, but before we do, we got something special. This is our season 11 recap, our favorite moments, season finale. I don't know how else to put it, but how did you guys feel about it?
Baby, we out in the streets.
We out here.
Yes.
We out here.
Tell the streets I'm gonna do not disturb. I'm tired.
We're in the calm months now. We're just like, yo, we want y'all. Like, look, man, it's cold.
Our last live show is cooking behind me on this PC as we speak. That's why I keep looking back.
It'll be up later this week? I think it's later this week.
Do you want to do the live show or do you want to do hi everybody? Naruto drops this week and we interviewed Killer B. Did you want to drop Killer B first or the live show first?
We'll drop Killer B first. Drop Killer B first.
Yeah.
So
the game, Everybody Cares Storm. Oh, that sounds to be Storm Connections comes out this weekend.
Yeah. So favorite moments from this season 11. Lady Mandalore.
No, honestly, if y'all look, DreamCon was great. DreamCon was great. My moment, because I have never interviewed somebody that was basically like godlike to me in my head. Number one, it was Cree, but it was such a short amount of time. Carl and Love Jones interview, just because I got so much more time with them, and it felt it was amazing that even happened in my head. And the gems that they were dropping were,
we had a blast.
Oh, so good. Sorry. So, but yeah, that's gonna stick in my head. Even if I get the Alzheimer's, that's gonna stick in my head.
Grid or horror, what was your favorite moments from the season?
I mean, listen, like Kiara said, I didn't go to DreamCon, but I went to BlurCon and meeting you lovely people. That was
yes, bitch.
Here they go. Yeah.
Here we go again.
Just like that. No, seriously, it really was, because between that and then also my friend meeting y'all too, because like we kind of live in our silos and think that it's just us. You know what I'm saying? So to be like 40 something with other people my age and we still banging out in the nerd space like it's nothing. like it's as easy as the air we breathe to just be in your element.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like it.
Cinematic Assassin, favorite moment from season 11.
I got to meet Freddie Gibbs. That was pretty. That's legit. She signed my thing. So.
Pause.
Hey.
Rewind that.
Ain't no damn pause on that at all.
You've been clipped, Will. You've been clipped.
It'll be 204.
Wait, no, this is my favorite moment right now.
I'm in here, so send me the stamps after.
Oh, I have another favorite moment. If that be the case, I remember that when I. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
He going. Was you signing? He signed your thingy thing. She signed your thingy thing.
She signed your thingy thing.
Explain.
Wait, I'm done.
Explain for the sake of community guidelines, please.
Bruh.
Right. Funko Pop, okay.
You said not us.
Lady is crying over here, y'all.
And because I am the baby of the group, he kept saying Freddie Gibbs, and I'm just now realizing he doesn't know. I knew he didn't mean the rapper, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I'm just like, born in 95.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, somebody put their finger on it, that's for sure.
With the pen, sign the thing.
Even Bama was like, wait, what?
Better question. Is the thing still in arm's reach?
Roy said he said
that was awesome.
We'll check it out.
That's the easy game for real, because I forgot Freddie. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I see what happened here. Okay. I see why the pause was called. Got it.
Yeah.
Davey, what's your moment from this season?
Wow. I had a bunch of them, but I think the two that really, well, three. One was having all of y'all at BlurCon and just an absolute fucking blast. Being able to, knowing that I worked really hard along with the other crew to put that on, and y'all came and y'all just, you literally signified the work that we put together for Blurred, and y'all being a part of that made it so much more special. And then Chris invited me to be a part of the crew officially. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I went back to my room and I cried.
Oh, baby boy, man, no, come on. Don't do it.
Let that man cook.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's legit because y'all know me, and I always push the narrative that Blurreds need to come out of the dark into the light. And I always commit to be a part of a group of other people who are just as dynamic and just as passionate. And to find this family means everything. So
appreciate that.
I love y'all Negroes.
Thank you.
If folks out there really know how we do in the chat, we get a little nutty, but we do. Tafari. Look, got Griot a whore over there crying.
He was doing it laughing at first, and then I come along and just fuck up the whole vibe, you know.
Griot of tears.
I felt that.
Yeah,
I felt that.
I'll be honest. I didn't even know who Carl Jones was when y'all was doing the interview. I just came here to be supportive and like crack jokes. And then I was like, oh shit, that's Thugnificent. And then I just kind of never left. And now I'm here. That's really what happened. I kind of just I came to the comment section and just never walked out. So that's been the fun part. So BlurredCon was great, and I don't know, getting to get people, because I don't ever acknowledge my own shit.
No, you don't. Dragon Con.
Nope.
Boy.
Having to people just point out the
famous Safari out his eye here, man.
I'd be an autopilot. Like even when she said the thing, even when Freddie Gibbs said the thing about them not feeding her, I was like, say less. We're going to the store tonight. Didn't know me then. She knows me now. And then same thing with DreamCon. That was the hat trick. Like Kira was my eyewitness and wingman. I pulled off every single thing that I was trying to do that weekend. On top of making sure no one in our group left without meeting someone that they wanted to. And that was probably my favorite part. And then we all cried like itty bitty bitches at the hotel. I've never had like that. I've never been surrounded by that because I was supposed to go like a group the year before and ended up by myself. So then I brought that many people with me this year. Was a big turnaround.
That big turnaround.
You got good energy, boo.
Black Spartan, favorite moment from the season.
Obi.
Obi has more followers than me, so I'm like, as long as I'm good.
I gotta talk to Kevin. I gotta put him on the Affinity membership now.
I'm like, you get us if you get us Ryan World numbers, I'm not gonna complain. I'm really not. But no. Actually, just getting to meet more folks out there. I go the Navy route. It's getting to meet more folks like myself. I know, just coming together. Like I said before, my whole big thing is unity. It's like finding others, like-minded others, to come together and to do something great, to do something positive, to have an impact. So, meeting all you sons of bitches has probably been my favorite part of the season.
And you know what? I love that you use that term. He actually beat me to it. No, my favorite moment. I got a crew. I liken myself to the crew of Firefly, and we all have our strengths, and I don't see weaknesses because we keep lifting each other up. Mm-hmm. We have done some amazing things this season. We've met some amazing people. We've continually done some amazing things, and people are really seeing what we're about. When I started this platform, I started to showcase people of color in this nerd space, and people are really recognizing that this is the safe space. We're not here to talk to trash. We're not here to put down anybody else. You got something worth showing. People know us, like they hear us. They like people are texting me, "Hey, I got something." I'm like, "Come on, you already know the door's open. It's open. It's here." Like, shout out to Jason Michael Primrose, Carl and Love Jones, Tracy Morgan. He don't know it yet, but calling into the show. That was a moment.
Anybody wants to sponsor us, we'll quit our day jobs.
Right. Talking to Foxy Love ourselves, Susie Carmichael, and her cooling me off with her fan. That was a moment. Because it was hot as fucking blur. Yeah. Didn't matter.
Sorry.
Look, we just work on a mini fan sponsorship for next year. I promise you, y'all will do numbers.
Let's get on that, dude. We got a couple weeks. But just getting out there and then having the show literally on the road and having 2 great performances already, and people literally telling us afterwards, we want to see y'all at this con. Like, we see what y'all about. Like, we do. We when we say we like to have fun and we know our stuff, I didn't come up with this name of my moniker. I was given this name because of what I know. And I have yet found the person to stump me. I'm not bragging. It's just I know shit. I can't help it. I just do. And I will blow my own horn, pause, on when I say my thank you tag. When I say I do liken myself to Nick Fury when he's going around and he's recruiting. And that recruiting is not done. We're actually looking for one more female of color. So
you're already here, Kira. No, you don't. You don't count. You're already here.
So what we're looking for another female of color who knows her gaming, knows her comics, knows her wrestling, knows her movies, knows her television shows, knows toys, any of that. And my 2 ladies here, my second in command and my Griotto horror, will be the ones that kind of help me out here. They will be helping me out. There's no point. These are two of the strongest women I know that's in my life besides my wife and my mother. And I Candy. Know and Candy. Can't forget you, Candy. She's out in Vegas right now.
I'm telling you.
Because I can hear her now coming back from Vegas. Nigga, you didn't mention me.
How dare you?
So shout out to Candy. Congratulations to her and 8 once again for getting engaged.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Hey.
Nuptials is going
Living
down,
life
so.
flashy right now, y'all.
All right. So joining up with Blurred Station, linking up with Demetrius because he brought me in. He says, "Hey, y'all got something, and I believe in y'all. So this is why I'm bringing y'all in." So doing Blurred Station, working with Blurred and Powerful, helping to do documentaries, and we're not done. We are far from done. You won't see us for like 3 weeks. But because we come back on the 5th of December, because holidays be rolling around, like nobody's trying to do a show after eating turkey. So we need a break, get you some new stuff going, new intros, new commercials, steak and cocaine. More bumpers
for me at the Thanksgiving Day parade.
and the thingy thing commercial.
The thing.
We have Comic-Con and other con bumpers to work on.
Yeah, we got bumpers that's coming out. In the meantime, before we check out, in the time that we're off, you'll still see new stuff coming from us. You'll still see our next live performance that'll be on. You'll see some of the performances we've done. You'll see some of the interviews that we've done, clips, and probably get a couple react videos out of us. Who knows? But until then, for the last time of the season.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
Yeah, we're docking the old girl, letting her get gassed up and getting some sprockets and all that other shit taken care of.
Basically sprockets.
We rode the hell out this girl.
It's just on the sprockets, yeah. Basically sprockets at that.
Especially sprockets. Yeah, the ship has taken, I wouldn't say a beating, but we put the pedal to the metal this season and we really pushed it through, and I'm proud of all of you. Thank you to my crew. Y'all are one of the best people I've worked with. No shade to DC. That was my wild card. He was always my wild card. That's my guy. And I got something for him anyway. And shout out to Candy. She was the first female of Blurred's Eyeview. She always has a home here, when she ain't out being a executive person that she is out there in the world, because good Lord, now you got
a woman running things.
She's
running
things.
Are you curling Obi right now?
Yes.
Yeah, and looking down at him, lovingly doing it.
Do you not know how much it takes to keep a 7-month-old quiet?
Not enough.
He's telling you now.
We're not even off the clock, and the training arc has started.
I mean, if you wanted to give,
it's like My Hero Academia. It's like that whole summer he was training. Oh man, Lady Mandalore.
Jesus,
let
just
the
throw me
people
up
know.
here.
You're the second in command. Get used to it.
It's about to yawn.
This by now.
Leading
I thought
lady.
you were like landing a plane. I didn't expect it. Okay, hi.
And
Damn.
the plane is landing. It's docking.
You were asleep. We're at the terminal now.
Wow.
Jesus. I am taking a break. I am not doing my podcast until we come back. I am tired. So, if you'd like to, though, you can find me on YouTube and watch my previous episodes of Room Full of Blurs. Oh, I did it the right time. Look, I'm learning still. Yay.
The final show this season, she locked it in.
You can always come and find me on a place called Instagram. I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on doing reels and shorts, and apparently starting a series on voice acting tips.
Yes.
So
yes,
by all means.
Fuck
There's
yeah. I mean, sure.
Because I got some stuff I got to put out, get out the way.
I'm going to throw some things in there too.
Do it. Everybody needs these tips. It should be free. It's I'm not going to say that it's easy to be a voice actor. It's hard to be a successful voice actor. So
that right there.
I will be more than happy to give you tips and tricks to widen the field, especially for people that look like us. Okay. Oh, TikTok, Child of Mandalore, podcast, Child of Mandalore, and F the algorithm. That is all.
Whew. Grid or horror, talk to the people.
Woo! It's the season finale. I am Lainey. I am one half of Geek by Heart. Me and my husband run Geek by Heart. You can find us here on YouTube at Geek by Heart. You can find us at IG and TikTok at Geek by Heart.
Look at that. What are you doing?
We talk about movies. We talk about trailers. I am looking forward to actually talking about Percy Jackson coming in the winter when they release that out on Disney. So I'm going to try to do some weekly reactions to that. So I'm looking really forward to that. Jay talks about and actually plays God of War Ragnarok now, and that's usually on Fridays after 7. So catch him on our YouTube channel at Geek by Heart and do what you love what you do. That's all.
Our man, our very own Shepherd Book. Navy Montel, talk to people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever the you are. It is me, the Frosted Bearded Blurticorn. The beard's actually getting shorter. Yeah, I know, right? So you can find me on Instagram under Navy Montel, which is right there. See, something like hair, it says right there. You can also find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch under Rogue Catnip. I'm about to start I'm actually in the middle of shooting a video, Basement Virgins versus Gatekeepers. And it is something
there's a difference?
Oh, yeah. There really is. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because people, they take the title and it run with, how a word will just have a life of its own, but it's the wrong kind of life. So I'm going to be talking about that. I've got more D&D TikToks coming up, and Miss Angie and I are still doing it on Blurticorn Speak. That episode 90 just came out, and we are loving it. As I always say, stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy. And yes, my beard is real. Are you?
I think that.
Tafari, our man in the streets, boots on the ground, all that great stuff. Talk to the people.
Shit.
Mute.
There we go.
Then
he moves the button. Here under literally, this is my name under all platforms. I also do things on the internet. Before I lock myself in the hyperbolic time chamber for the off season, please feel free because if you've been on YouTube, this layout changes like every goddamn week. So if
I thought it was just me, Jesus.
No.
No.
I couldn't watch any of y'all shows back because I didn't realize there was a live section for like 2 months.
Wow.
But yeah, while Will is just doing his whatever over there. Continue. But yeah, if you need things to watch in the off season there, if you go to the playlist section, we have reactions to video game and movie trailers, interviews we've done this season, which include Carlin Love Jones 3 times. Mark Bernardin, Geeks and Grubs, Cree Summer, Phil Lamar, Cleo Thomas, Super Duper Kyle, and I'm a man, Ozzy Oz the Virus. If you go to our video section, we broke a lot of news before other people and other vultures got their hands on that information. If you want to see someone who wants to be in the MCU now, that's also been released. Coming this week, we had an interview with Katero Colbert, aka Killer B from Naruto, and Nimaya from Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War, which should be done by Friday. Our second live show from J1Con, PBD. But this is upload number 501. So thank y'all for being around.
Mm-hmm. Go show your love.
So yeah, be sure to check out the playlist and the video section because that is where I do most of my damage here on this channel outside of the rare occasions I show my face. Otherwise, you can find me here.
Right on.
Yay!
The cinematic assassin beard coming back in quite nicely.
Yeah, I was about to say, first and foremost, I apologize to everyone for cutting the beard. This was obviously a cry for help. This
Will be beardless would like to address the nation.
Yeah, but I needed for any of us. But if you want to find me on the interwebs, at Mayhem Media, MAYEHEM Media, it's the same across all platforms. I talk movies, comics, TV, and whatever the hell else I want. A word to my content creators out there. I'm really speaking to myself, but you can listen in if you want. You are blocking someone's blessings because you are not just doing the thing you keep thinking about, the thing you keep wanting to do. Someone else is waiting for it. Someone else is going to get to the next level because of you, and you are blocking everyone else's blessings because you are not doing the thing. So go do the thing.
Not the thingy thing. Go do
not the thingy thing, but if there is a thingy thing in your life, go do that too.
And sign it.
Spread love. On that note, mental health is important. So go ahead, take your meds and take your PTO. And my new sign out, I do want to say, none of us are going to make it out alive, so don't take life so serious.
That's actually a good way to look at it. Black Spartan.
Yes, it is. Along with Obi, who is one to get tossed up in the air again. So I gotta be careful. I can't toss up in the air to my side at the same time.
Sign Obi and Black Spartan. Okay.
It's like, all right, Black Spartan here.
I have to toss him up in the air when his mom's not looking, so she doesn't freak out. But Black 447 is where you just find me on all the socials. I usually do reviews on everything that I read, that I play, even gym stuff, because I do a couple push-ups. Of course, guys, my podcast, How the Fact We Got Here, Give It Podcast, can be found wherever podcasts can be seen or heard from. Definitely check out the blurredseyeview.org website for us writers, me being one of them for wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real and people are fake. At the same time, guys, as I keep saying on here, word of mouth is the biggest advertisement that you can do. And as you see us with Blurred Station, with Midnight Comics, with all those that are doing different things out there, guys, it does help that you do more than just like and walk away. Share it. Tell people about it. Word of mouth is the biggest way we can actually fight the algorithm outside of throwing money at it. So again, unity is great. Sharing is great. Also, it's cons. I know there's still a few cons left before the end of the year. 3 simple rules for the cons, guys. Respect all cosplayers, no matter what. You do not want them to call a guy like me because I will have too much time trying to figure out where I can throw you. Number 2, wash your ass. Simply put, hygiene is everything. Ain't they right over here? Oh, now you're quiet. The moment I cue you in, you want to get quiet. And third of all, guys, the same rule I have for myself as I do for others. In a world like this, it is simply put to be nice, be kind, don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Right. Oh. See you later on Sign Obi. What can I say about this season? But it's been spectacular. I said we were going to be doing things. Season 12, we're going to be doing even bigger things. I don't have anything backed up to say that, but I am speaking it into existence. So just know, damn, 2 times in a show. Okay.
2 rings and a phone call. The assassins are
4 times.
I'm gonna mute my thing because it's.
I'm telling you.
I mean, no, that just means the boss is listening.
I'm telling you, Feige's coming. We've said too much.
Come on. No, come in here. Come on. We ain't gonna hurt you. Come here.
We got the X-Men. We ain't gonna jump you, but we got some words. If anything, we helping you. Anyway. If this is your first time here, go follow us at IG on Blurred's Eye View. You'll see the link tree in the bio where you can find us everywhere, listening to us everywhere, watching us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. You'll see past episodes. You'll see this episode and all the other episodes besides that, reactions, interviews, stuff you won't even see on the live. We will be back December 5th. I know it's a while, but trust me, y'all got to get some turkey and some ham and whatever else, because my house is already.
I got plenty to watch.
Yeah, y'all got plenty. It's like 400 plus videos. You got time. You got time. You got time. Besides, you'll still hear from us. You'll still see us. So go to the YouTube channel. Show your love. Shout out to Kevin Murphy and KDS Entertainment, a Blurred Station, which we're a proud affiliate of. Go to blurredstation.com. We're an Affinity membership. Go join up. Get paid to be entertained. Netflix can't tout that. Hulu can't tout that. Disney Plus can't tout that. $10.99 membership for 36 months. You get to own a piece of the share the pie. No one else can say that. And you get entertained. Shout out to Jarrell Patton. Shout out to Cleo Thomas, Carl and Love Jones, Super Duper Kyle, Ozzy Oz the Virus, numerous others. Tracy Morgan, mentioned them earlier. All the people who have come through, showed love, showed support. We real out here. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Send a telegram. Do they still do that?
Tell your mama to tell your friends.
And tell your mama to tell your friends. Your mama probably likes what she sees or hears. I've heard some things.
Oh God.
We
I've
heard
heard
Dragon
this.
Ball Evolution news. Give us our damn credit.
That's it. You know, we're breaking news before everybody else. We're glad to say that. We're glad to be the ones that's on the front lines that's giving you the real information and not just talking trash. We're glad to be the safe space for a lot of blurs that's out there in that community because that's something they're looking for. We're also glad to be that community of blurs that will show you the way, not just tell you the way to go. There's that.
Amen.
With that being said, for the last call off for the show, yeesh. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others, as we've done with each other and with all of you. Thank you for watching us for this past season. Look out for season 12 coming soon in the next couple weeks. Thank you to this dope crew. Looking for that next female to join up with us. Don't be afraid to hit us up.
Better be dope too.
All you gotta do is ask if you
Yeah,
want to
run
be.
the shirt, man.
That's all you gotta do. And until then,